Hey there, fellow locked shut in people. I don't know if you're locked in, maybe you're in Florida somewhere, you get to go to the beach or whatever. But anyway, hi again. Welcome to the House of Greg and all in my wonderful place here. Today, like I said last time, we're going to do Wired, which was the second single Mousetrap put out on 1 Hour Records, which was owned by David Sink. Dave, the Antiquarian Bookstore, he did a lot of stuff for bands back then, and Pete helped, took us in our wings very early and helped us put out our first recordings. Super Cool was the first one, of course. This was the second, and it's actually, let's see here, actually has an insert with the lyrics. And it's typewritten. I mean, it says Xerox, literally Xerox, hand cut, stuffed in there. The address, the headquarters, is actually Patrick's dad's house. It says in your studio by Kaufman, which is Junior's Motel, mixed by Ware, cash by Sink, because Dave funded the whole project. And again, yeah, like I said last time, the cover, that's Patrick's father, Buzz, holding a piece of art he did. And on the back there is us stuffed into a photo booth at Point Pleasant Beach in Point Pleasant, New Jersey, when we were on sort of a mini tour. We actually toured behind a single. We didn't have anything else out. We had Super Cool in this, and we got in a van with really nothing booked, just a couple definite shows like in Chicago and Philadelphia and New York. And we had a couple shows in New York. I think one at CBGB, which was a showcase after they start at 3 o'clock and would go to 3 in the morning, and you got your 20-minute spot and you'd go and play. And what the kids would do there is they'd all hang out outside and drink beer on the street. And when, New Bomb Turks or somebody that they wanted to see would come on, they would all go inside. Our cases, they kind of stayed outside. But we played CBs a lot. And on that trip, we also played ABC No Rio, which was a punk arts collective on the Lower East Side in the Alphabets. I think it was on Avenue B. I don't know if it's still there anymore. I doubt it is. I mean, the Lower East Side is so gentrified now. But back then, it was a totally different animal. You got down over there past Tompkins Square Park. It was definitely a different world. It was a lot of fun, though. I mean, we'd never seen anything like that. We were a bunch of hayseeds from Nebraska and getting a van going to New York. And I remember getting on the phone when we got to town and asking how the directions to get to the club or the venue because, and he basically said head towards the big buildings. And, yeah, good old days, fun times. So anyway, we're gonna do this song Wired, which is one of the more fun songs to play. And it's interesting. I mean, we were kind of still, it's a weird song. I mean, it's got a modulation in it, it's still written in the period when me and Pat would kind of throw vocals back and forth at each other. That kind of went away, mostly because I was finding it harder and harder with the bass lines that we were writing the songs was harder and harder for me to accomplish those two things. So, and plus Pat was a better front man than I was. So let him do all that. And he, was just better at it. So, but back then we would pretty much share vocals all over the place. And that was the case in this song. This is hopefully, I've been thinking more about this now that we have time, is that I really want to I've thought for a long time about putting out a box set of all of the stuff we ever did out, just a limited edition things for the 10 people who might like it. Because there's some unreleased stuff out there. There's some really old stuff that predates all of this from the late 80s when we were kids that I have in a can downstairs. Main issue, especially for the stuff on Grass, is that after Grass got absorbed by Bellman, turned it from BMG and then into Wind Up Records, a lot of the Grass bands ended up kind of in Tabbouleh. They either moved on, like bands like Brainiac, Toadies, or whatever, they moved on and went to other labels, or they just stopped like we did. We just basically, after our third album, we finished. We recorded an EP that never was released. It came out, it's out there. I mean, you can just bootlegs of it. But I'd like to release all that stuff, and I've tried to get the rights back to do it legally, but I haven't got any responses from them. Who knows where the artwork is? So I think the best thing to do would be just to do it all over again. So that'll probably happen now that we're not doing anything. My industry is gone, so I talk too much. So let's go and just do this thing. So this is Wired from, what year was this? I think 91? 92. Doesn't even say on it. I believe it was 92 or 93. 90, or I think probably late 90, whatever, a long time ago. So here we go. And I should mention, as an intro to this song, it's a spoken word thing. We used to drop those in all the time. The one on this one is actually Michael Caine. It's a movie, Shock to the System, I believe, is the movie. Patrick really liked the movie and he just threw it in there. It's a pretty good quote. It kind of works with the song. So that's Michael Caine, in case you ever wondered. We did a few of those over the years. So here we go.
I have more power in this hand than all you fucking know.
That's basically that. I kind of screwed it up in the beginning, but not bad for a song I haven't probably played in 10 years and it's 30 years old. So